Like many others, I left Bihar very early. I carried with me a lot of pride, but a lot of shame as well. Pride in our glorious history and shame in what Bihar had become. It baffles me, how did we go from the land of the Buddha and Mahavira, the global center of learning at Nalanda, to being the poorest state and amongst the lowest indicators across all sustainable development indexes? It was in 2008, living in the US, that something deeply shifted within me. The Kosi floods devastated my home region, including a lot of people that I loved. Watching the images of broken homes, broken systems, I felt helpless. On the other hand, I had a new lens of looking at the world. My years of training in design had taught me to see systems, patterns, bottlenecks, and I began to ask, what if design could be used more than just to sell products and build websites? What if design could be used to redesign and rebuild places like Bihar? For a lot of us, there's a reduced sense of belongingness towards Bihar. In fact, for many of us, the Bihari identity took a backseat when we moved across the countries. But deep within, we still experience the pain whenever Bihari is used in a derogatory manner, sometimes to the extent of being an abuse as well. But we all take immense pride whenever we hear of the success of Biharis in various fields. You know, a youngest IPL centurion, a Bihari building a startup unicorn, a Bihari lady leading the most popular startup portal, Your Story in India. Although many of it is being done outside Bihar. So I returned to Bihar not with clarity, but with curiosity. I saw Bihar not just as a poor state, but as a design challenge, in particular in education and healthcare. With my global exposure, we began to rethink how high quality schools and institutions could work in small towns. How could a rural hospital earn trust by providing great service? I explored how good early childhood education, vocational training, livelihoods could all be tied together into an ecosystem that felt intuitive and dignified to the people. That's how Happy Horizons Group began, not as a single startup, but a series of prototypes for a differently designed Bihar. Happy Horizons Group was born from just one belief: Bihar doesn't need aid, it needs a strong redesign. We are building design led institutions and organizations that create local employment, reimagine education, improve healthcare, and give the youth a lot of reasons to stay. I am convinced that Bihar doesn't need more trains to send our youth away. We need new opportunities, new institutions, new systems designed for them to thrive right here. With 60% of the population under 25, this is our window. If we don't act now, we face a demographic disaster. But if we do, we design a future where staying is just as aspirational as leaving. Over the years, I've used this lens to solve problems, to work locally with the youth in Bihar. It has helped us build two schools, a hospital, work with the state government, bring few important philanthropies to support our work in Bihar, empower the youth to become role models, and help multiple startups raise investments. The journey has been emotionally satisfying, but very challenging. Just like me, there are many youth who dream to set up here and rebuild Bihar. From world-class cafes to the rise of makhana as a superfood, to building great institutions, to world-class sports infrastructure. In fact, we even have our own marine drive now. The Bihar of today is not the same as the Bihar when we left Bihar. The dreams are plenty. The energy of the youth is there. What we lack is people like you, those with the experiences, the capital, the heart to contribute. So join us. Invest in this design-led vision for a redesigned Bihar. Let's come together to channelize these energies of the youth. Maybe mentor a first-time founder in rural Bihar. Help prototype the next Happy Kids school that we have kind of created a model for, back in the region where you still call home. Or maybe build a rural clinic which can serve better healthcare to the communities that you came from. Let's not wait for Bihar to catch up. Let's help it leap ahead. Imagine if all of us did our bit, whether with time, money, or mentorship, we would not just rebuild Bihar, we'd redesign it. That's the work I have committed to for my life. I love to speak with any of you who want to be a part of this journey. Not because I'm a Bihari, but because I'm a designer who loves to solve problems. And this, to me, is my most important design brief yet. Thank you.